and Sharon went over. Are there any questions? Okay. If no one has questions, then we'll start with this week's module. This week's module is Catch the Bus. My name is Vedya and my partner name is Siri. And we have put this presentation together. And this module will help you guys create an animation with sprites chasing a bus. And yeah, so first we're going to choose a sprite. You guys already learned this from last module, choosing a sprite, and the sprite is a character which can move, talk, and change. And then also backdrop, you guys also learned from last module, which is the background setting, which is like the scene for the play or the movie. And in our case, we're doing Catch the Bus, so we will usually use a city background. So especially in this module, we're going to be using the movements. So move 10 steps or go to a position. And moving sprites is what makes the project come to life. It's the basic picture for the whole story. We're also going to be using layers today. So layers is for moving sprites or things to the back or to the front. In this screenshot over here, you'll see go to back layer means the sprite will move behind all the other sprites. And this will make sure that all the sprites in the front will be seen. One of the most important things we are learning today is how to use loops. Loops are super useful because instead of using the move 10 steps block 10 times, we can use the repeat block and only do it once. So this will save our time, make the actions move faster, and also the loop is for repeating one task multiple times. And with this, our code will also run more smoothly. Usually you'll find the repeat block from the control section, and it will look like this. We will also learn how to use a costume. The costume is to decorate our sprite. So there's a cat here, and there will also be tools like a paintbrush tool, an eraser tool, text tool. And using this, we can decorate the cat. You can add you can add color to it, you can change the color, and you can do so many different things. You can add shapes, you can make it look like a book. Another main thing we will use is the wait block. The wait block makes the timing better, and it also adds a short break in the middle. It basically pauses the program for a few seconds. You can give it 1 second, you can give it 5 seconds. So this is good for making the program move slowly and nothing is moving too fast. If you're changing backdrops or the background as well, having the wait second will help the audience see each background. And last but not least, we will also be using the show and hide blocks. So these are like the on and off button for your sprite. If you want a sprite to appear, then you'll use the show button. But if you want them to disappear or look like they ran off, then you'll use the hide button. In the catch the bus, we'll be using the hide and show buttons to make it look like the sprite caught the bus. Yeah, thank you. And now I will show you guys a little demo on the uh, loops and wait. Okay, so here we have a code. Over here, this is a city background and the sprite is running. So over here, we have move 20 steps 5 times, one wait, and one, oh, I'm so tired. So it's like he's running on the road. And then we have another move 20 steps. So if we play this, then it only moves 20 steps once, says, oh, I'm so tired, and then only moves 20 steps another time. If you see, this sprite is only until here. He's not going to the end. So this is the case when we will use loop. Over here, over here we're going to control and we're going to use the repeat. So we can move all these move 20 blocks and take them away. And then in the repeat, we can put move 20. And the same thing over here. Instead of putting 5 different move 20 blocks, we'll only put it in one repeat for 10 times. So 10 times it will repeat 20 steps. So now if we play it, then it will go all the way to the end. Now, once it reaches the end, remember I told you about the show and hide blocks? This is when you'll use it. Because the sprite reached the end of the screen over here, we'll go to looks and use the hide button so it hides at the end. But now there's another problem. If we say go, then it will start running again. So in this case, we're going to use go to block. This block is to set the starting position. So if we want the block to start here or the sprite to start here, then we're going to do this. So over here, so in case this happens to you once, over here in this XY position, you can choose where the sprite is. So if I set the sprite to 0, 0, then it should show up. Okay, so the sprite is not showing up now. So what I will do is I'm going to use another sprite. So now that we have the sprite again here, okay, so now we can set the sprite's position to negative 199 by negative 44. And this block will make sure that your sprite doesn't disappear like the first sprite we had here. So if you start it like this, then it will disappear. And then if you start this again, then it should come. Okay, so if you guys are wondering why the sprite is not showing up again, it's because over here we put the hide button. So once it's played once, that means it's hidden forever. So in the start, if you have the hide button, then always add the show button at the top. Now, when we play, it will show. And then if you play it again, then you'll see it again. So if remember that if you're always using the hide block, then always use the show block as well, because you don't want the same situation to happen as what happened before. This will not be the module. The module for this will be catching the bus. And for catch the bus, you'll have to follow these steps to make sure this sprite catches a bus and then the bus moves. And a hint for the bus moving, you guys will use the glide you guys will use the glide tool so that it looks like the bus is driving and not walking. And yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's nice. థ్యాంక్స్ వేద్య. అందరికీ అర్థమైందా అసలు లూప్స్ ఎందుకు వాడతామో? ఒక్కళ్ళు చెప్పగలరా? కెన్ సమ్వన్ స్టాండ్ అప్ అండ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ వై వి యూజ్ లూప్స్? నేను ఎప్పుడు వాడలేదు, బట్ ఫస్ట్ టైం వేద్య ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసినప్పుడు నాకు ఒక చిన్న ఐడియా వచ్చింది. ఓకే, ఓ దిస్ ఈస్ వై వి యూజ్ లూప్స్ అని. కెన్ సమ్వన్ స్టాండ్ అప్ అండ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్? వేద్య చూపించింది కదా మనకి, షీ రోట్ పీసెస్ ఆఫ్ కోడ్ 20 స్టెప్స్ వన్ టైం, అట్లా మల్టిపుల్ బ్లాక్స్ యాడ్ చేసింది కదా. బట్ అవన్నీ తీసేసి ఒక లూప్ పెట్టింది, ఒక చిన్న 20 స్టెప్ బ్లాక్ పెట్టింది. వాట్ ఇట్ మీన్స్? ఇట్ మీన్స్ instead of writing thousands of lines of code, we just put small loop, which basically continuous, basically eliminates the use of writing unnecessary code. ఆ లూప్ తోటి మొత్తం అంతా ఎలిమినేట్ చేసి చిన్న కోడ్ సింప్లిఫై చేసింది. ఇంకొకటి దాగుడు మూతలు, చాలా బాగా బాగా చెప్పావమ్మా. ఐ థింక్ దట్స్ అ నైస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ పిక్డ్ అప్. దాగుడు మూతలు హైట్ పెట్టేటోటికి ద స్ప్రైట్ డిసపియర్డ్. సో చూద్దాం మరి మీలో ఎంతమంది పిల్లలు దాగుడు మూతలు ఆడతారో, బస్ కోసం వెయిట్ చేస్తుంది, మరి బస్ ఎక్కిస్తారో చూద్దాం. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్ the topics that Vedya explained? She talked about loops, and she used, she mentioned about glide. She mentioned about what else she mentioned? Can someone stand up and tell me? కొంచెం మైక్ దగ్గర రావాలన్నా. ఐ థింక్ ద ఫస్ట్ బెంచర్, నువ్వు మాట్లాడుతున్నట్టున్నావు, వీ కెనాట్ హియర్ యూ.
About how to use platform and
Can you first sit down and come close to the mic and explain?
instead of using more words, how can we simplify it, and how to use control and how to repeat it again.
Okay, it's very hard to hear. But anyway, looks like you got the concepts. And anyone else wants to say something? Want to add or say anything? Come close to the mic and speak. It's very difficult for us to understand. Okay, I think we need to work on the mic issue, Andy. Papam Pillalo, they're explaining us something, but we could not hear.
Please confirm. Are you able to listen to your voice?
It's better now, much better.
I think this is the issue with me.
Yeah, next time I think the take home for us is basically, next time we'll start the session 15 minutes early, Andy. We'll figure out all the connectivity issues and the mic issues. I think it's better to resolve those, so that idea is to have better interaction with the kids.
Yes, sure, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so catch the bus is the project for them. So last week I think 15 students or so, they finished the work on the day one itself. Evaramma vallu, can you guys raise your hands whoever finished early? Good job. Good job, excellent. And we want to see everybody, the same interest with from everyone. You guys are showing a very lot of interest. Keep up the good work and continue learning from these wonderful kids from US. And you're also doing very good job, kids in US. Thank you very much. And Shashi Garu, do you want to add anything, Andy?
Vedya, apart from this, can you show them any small project, anything on Scratch? Or Charan or Lasya or Sri, anyone? Or Satvik? Just something cool for them. Any if that includes loops and weight, that will be excellent.
Like projects that are already given over there?
Yeah, it can be anything. One or just show them where the projects are, how to access or how to view them. They can explore by themselves, last year.
Yeah, okay. I can open. Can you see my screen? Okay, wait, okay, now it should be a little better. Can you see now? Okay, so I go onto the website Raspberry Pi Foundation, and then from here, this is the home screen. If you scroll down a little bit, or yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, there are some explore, like get new skill projects. And some of these projects require the forever loops that Vedya taught you guys today. And they're interactive and kind of fun in my opinion. So I would recommend like, let me show the previous ones. A couple from level 1, right? Level 1. Yeah, right here. Like space talk, catch the bus, like etc. like that. Is this what you meant, Sashanti?
Go to the Scratch, um, like the Scratch website, and I think show them like a project, or
Okay,
show
yeah.
them how to access their projects. So if you go to the top right on your username, and then go the drop down, there should be My Stuff, and then for My Stuff, you should see all your projects.
Yeah, like right here.
Last year, did you tried one or two projects, right? If there is any code, just walk through the code on one of them, please. We still have some time.
Okay. It's not completely prepared, but I can show something that I was almost finishing on.
Sure, yeah, that'll be excellent. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay. So let me first break down the code here. So this is called a grow a dragonfly project. You'll be learning this later in the year. So Vedya mainly focused on the loops. So I'm gonna show you where I use the loops. So over here, I hope you can see, it says forever. So anything that is inside of the forever loop, it continues to go on nonstop, meaning, that's meaning forever. Like for example, if not touching, well, yeah, when I start it, it makes a noise, right? It doesn't stop no matter where I go because it's underneath the forever block. And then it moves 5 steps and it doesn't move like 1 step or 5 steps. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. The audio is disabled. Give me 1 minute.
Thank you, Satvik. Okay, can you see now or hear now? Me.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So there is like a small buzzing noise, right? So why is that buzzing noise not stopping after 5 seconds? It is because it is underneath the forever block, which means it'll be consistent and not stop. Let me show you another example. The if blocks. Vedya, did you cover the if then blocks?
No,
I
but
don't.
we can like
Yeah, I can go over it now, I guess. So if then blocks. So to explain them, so let me give you a real life example. If it is raining, then the grass will be wet, right? That is like a cause and effect almost. In this scenario, if the size of the dragonfly is 100%, meaning it will meet its maximum, not, oh my goodness, maximum size, then it will broadcast end, meaning that it will showcase the end of the project. And the dragonfly will say, I got to full size. I can show you an example right here. Give it a couple minutes. Is there? Yeah, as you can see here, since it reached its maximum size, it will say, I got to full size, thus proving the if-then relationship true. Another type of block. Yeah, here is an example of another forever loop. This is with an insect. The insect is, hold on. This is the insect that we are coding for. No, this one, right here. So in this one, we use the forever block to have the fly move around everywhere. And in order for it to like not go away off the edge, we put if on edge bounce, because if we remove that, for example, look where it will go. See, it'll be stuck there. It'll never come back up. So in order for that to not happen, we are going to add this. Yeah, see how it bounces away? That way it will come back to the center at some point. And then again, we use the if then block inside of the forever block so that it will continuously go on till again the dragonfly reaches its maximum potential. And I did the same thing with the second insect, and I am still doing the challenge level. I didn't have time to finish that one, but this is what I had to show so far. And it kind of connected to what Vedya taught today, so yeah. Are there any questions? Okay, if not, that's all I had to
I
share.
have one question.
Yeah,
So can we have the dragonfly eat only the lavender insects? Can we do that? Not the white ones.
yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
If like we
So
can remove,
yeah.
I can remove this one, right? Yeah. Let me try. That's a good question. Yeah, see? It won't eat that one. It'll only eat this one.
Oh wow. So
Because
basically, yeah.
yes, go on.
Yeah, all these kind of nuances on, you know, you can implement the code to do all this.
Yeah. Coding is basically like building Legos, I like to say, because you can like make it whatever you want. You don't have to really go ask for the instructions. But yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Lasya. Pillalu, మీకు
Mm.
questions ఉన్నాయా? Do you have any questions like I had? Come forward and, you know, come close to the mic and ask your question. This is the time.
Also, మీకు ఏదైనా ఒక గేమ్ కానీ ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ కానీ చేద్దాము అన్న ఐడియా ఉంటే కనుక all of us can work as a team if it's a big one. We all can work as a team, or you can take help from one of the volunteers here and we can work on that project. I know it's too early, కానీ మీరు ఎప్పుడు రెడీ అయితే అప్పుడు మీకు ఏదైనా చేయాలి అనుకుంటే వీఆర్ ఆల్ దేర్ టు హెల్ప్ యూ గైస్.
Okay, so it looks like we are nearing an end for today's session. So we will distribute the project video like we did last week. We will distribute the video that we had today, the concept presentation, and also the video talking about what you guys have to do as part of the homework. And how many are very much eager to do this exercise? Project ఎవరు ఎంతమంది ఫినిష్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారు తొందరగా? We are looking for 5. Oh my goodness. Okay, wonderful. So we will share the video as soon as possible, and then we will see how many of you can finish the project. కొత్త కాన్సెప్ట్లు కూడా యాక్చువల్లీ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ నేర్పించింది కదా, అవి ఏమన్నా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసి ఏమైనా చేస్తారో చూద్దాం. ఓకే, somebody is having a question. Please come forward. ఎవరేదో మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నారు. ఏం లేదా? ఓకే, ఓకే, ఫైన్. విల్ wrap up the session, and thanks Vedya for putting this presentation, and Lasya, thank you very much for jumping and covering additional topics. Okay, we'll meet at the same time next week. Bye guys.